Wow. I'm just over the moon. Sorry I was so late. I'm just having a happiness meltdown. He's been missing since Monday. I This morning I got my old super's helper to let me into a couple of neighbors' backyards because I was looking for his body. I was sure he didn't make it. So I've been working on some Hitman related art, and in my room, and I had already gone downstairs and put his food out, and just in hopes that he was going to be there, and um, he wasn't. And then I'm upstairs working on some album cover art, and I go to make myself a coffee for the show, and I look out the window, and there he is in my neighbor's yard. I'm going to show you the video I took to send it to her. Here he is. There he is. This is the backyard behind mine, and there he is. And I took a video, and I know you can't hear the audio. And she's got two cats there. There he is sitting on the mat like nothing happened at all. There he is, and he looks great. Like I just said to my neighbor Christine, I said, "Oh my God, he's there. He's in front of your door. He's sitting on the mat you put out for him, and he's probably saying hi to your cats." And he has not been here at all. I've been watching the cameras like a maniac. I've been going door to door, exchanging phone numbers. I have a lot of people to call today after the show to let them know that thrilled. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what one life can do for people. There he is. Unbelievable. That's my new camera can get really tight shots. That's about maybe, I don't know, 200 yards away, and I just zoomed in on him, just like nothing happened at all. But anyway, thanks everybody. I'm just over the moon for all your kindness and all the wonderful notes that you sent. And he's not my cat. He's a cat I take care of. It's like Rose is not my mom, but you do what you got to do. And this guy is so important to her. He gives her so much love, and he doesn't want me to touch him, but he wants. He's very friendly with her, and I was saying the whole time, I bet he's got a house. He's chubby. His coat is beautiful. I put food out for him. He has a little bit, and he's like, "Meh, I'm done." And so maybe he does have a home, and we just don't know it. And they were like, "Come in," whatever his real name is, And like I told you, everybody else in the neighborhood has a different name for him. He's Bubble to us, but he's Andre to the woman down the block. She called him Andre, which is unbelievable. I'm just grateful. Something is, I was preparing her for the worst by not saying anything. I'm like, he'll be back. Positive thoughts, because when an older person relies on a thing like that, you cannot imbue any kind of negativity. You cannot. You have to be. You can't challenge them. If they do something that's crazy, you have to say everything's cool and to be supportive, because their facilities aren't what they used to be. And the whole time she's been, Dirk, I'm praying to God for Bubble. Thank you. Sunday Mass. In nomine Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti, there is a God. I know it now. For something as silly as that, and amazing. Just sorry to have a meltdown. Wow. I really didn't think it was gonna. It's a week. Tomorrow will be a week. The snowstorm started on Sunday. And then it was like, so Dr. Zhivago, there's Bubble on the fence with the wind blowing, and he wants to get down, but the snow is 3 feet high. And all that crap. Anyway, Bashers, it is March 1st. Spring will come soon. 2:24 p.m. There's a lot of shit going on in the world, right? So I wanted to talk today about something that's been weighing heavily on me for the past couple of days, other than all the other peripheral junk that goes on. And it's war. Not the kind of war we learned about in history books, not the kind where the lines were tragically clear, not Pearl Harbor, not where an attack united a nation overnight, not the fight of Nazi Germany when that asshole, did his misdeeds and confronted us with his undeniable evil and the horror of genocide. Those were moments, as terrible as they were, they came with at least a kind of modicum of moral clarity. What troubles me today is something very different. We live in an age of war without definition, enemies without borders, and conflicts justified not by survival, but by fear, economic fear, political fear, strategic fear. Nations gather alliances not because bombs have fallen on their cities, but because someone might become a powerful entity someday, because someone might threaten influence, stability, or economic disadvantage or advantage. And I find myself asking all the time, when did prevention become permission? I'm not going to take sides here because there's no point in that. But when did suspicion become enough of a reason to destroy cities and remove governments or reshape entire regions, when ordinary people simply just want to live their lives and find their cat? Have we reached a point where war is no longer the last resort, but a policy tool? Because when war becomes routine, something sacred is lost. The gravity disappears, the moral threshold lowers, and suddenly actions that once would have been shocked by the masses and the conscience of the world become headlines we scroll past during breakfast. We just keep scrolling past them. And here's what confuses many of us. The narratives feel inconsistent. Our country is condemned. Our country has condemned. Another one is defended. One act is called aggression and another is called security. One tragedy dominates the news cycle and another barely gains a mention. People begin to feel as if reality itself is unstable, and it is, because up is down and down is up and east is west and blah, blah, blah. The truth depends entirely on who is telling you the story. People aren't thinking for themselves anymore. The confusion breeds anger and contempt, and that anger breeds division among us. You see it happen, Friday night, we got into a lot of heavy duty stuff, which is members only now, and I'll explain that after the show. But have we stopped asking the oldest question that humanity knows? Does this action protect life, or does it merely protect power? That's the real question I'm asking. Because the victims of modern war are rarely the leaders making the decisions. They're the families, the children, the cats, the dogs, the workers, the artists, ordinary people who never voted for conflict and never fired a weapon. And when the entire population suffers for some geopolitical strategy, we should all feel very uneasy, regardless of which flag or which side of the aisle we're on. Because a healthy society must be able to question war without being labeled disloyal. It must be able to criticize government and critique leaders without people hating them. And it must be able to demand moral consistency, even from its allies or its enemies. That isn't weakness. I believe that that's conscience. The world is just, it's louder now. It's social media, it's Facebook, it's TikTok, it's Instagram. It's not really Facebook anymore because they're all crazy on there. I barely say anything on there anymore. But the world needs a more calm side. We need people to have more of a righteous angle. And I don't mean the religious righteousness. I mean good and evil. Every headline demands that we pick a team immediately now. And that's a load of bullshit. We know that. But maybe wisdom today means slowing down and asking the harder questions, which don't seem to be allowed very much these days. So I ask, what benefits from this conflict? Who pays the price? Are we being led towards peace? The board of peace, or are we bored of peace? Or simply towards the next justification for violence? Because history teaches us something uncomfortable. Nations rarely believe that they're the aggressor while they are acting. That's really the key here. Nations rarely believe they're the aggressor. Only later, sometimes much later, do we see it more clearly. So today, instead of shouting answers, maybe our responsibility is to reclaim the clarity and to value the human and animal life and plant life and the ecology of the world above ideology, and all those kind of things that have been filtered down. Diplomacy above dominance, the truth above propaganda. Let's face it, we live in a propaganda machine like we used to talk about during the Cold War. Oh, well, the Russians only know about their propaganda. Well, what the hell do we have now? Depending on what particular thing you want to listen to. Listen to your friends, listen to your family, listen to people, because those people get paid for that, and their advertising budgets and their APAC money and all of that stuff. There's a lobbyist for everybody, left, right, and God knows where. War should never, ever feel normal. And if it does, perhaps that's the clearest sign that something has gone deeply wrong. Because if we lose the ability to question war, we lose the ability to protect the peace that we all want. And if peace becomes partisan, then humanity itself becomes negotiable. And that's a line I don't think we can afford to cross. That's my story today. And Bubble's back. So all's right with the world. I'm very sorry that all this stuff is happening. And I know each and every one of you have to deal with it in your own individual way. But there's going to be some serious, ramifications. And maybe it's going to happen stateside too, because, listen, when people get mad enough, 9/11 happened from within the inside. Listen, that guy was a dickweed. No doubt about it. Total dickweed. But you also have to understand that some people like that. Some people want to be in a religious, regulated society. Some people want that. Some people don't. I think it's kind of foolish that we should all think, rah, rah, you should have what we have. Maybe they don't want it. Some of them do. A lot of them do. And I'm happy for them because they were at one time, even though, Pavlovi was, he was like, Batista. All the rich people had a great time. There were great parties. There was a Saks Fifth Avenue. There was high heels and shorts, mini skirts. And Iran was an incredible sight. And then they went the other way. Time will only tell. Right now, yes, there are people celebrating in the streets, and then there's people crying in the streets over that guy because people idolize people. When L. Ron Hubbard died, people were sad. Do I have a frozen screen? Please don't say I have a frozen screen. Am I on a Wi-Fi? Anyway, Bashers, I love you, man. Thank you so much for the last week after the Snowmageddon, and all I can say is that I'm so grateful that I have a place to come and talk to people and hear their side of the story. Because listen, I just want what's good for you. I don't, I don't really love the political game. When I get dragged into it, I certainly have an opinion on it, and people might disagree with it. Like there's a guy on Facebook who I've known for a long time, and he's a really big cat person, and I love him for it. He really takes care of the cats, but man, his politics is whack-a-doodly-doo. It's crazy town. And it's just so filled with hate. And I don't hate Republicans. I have plenty of them in my world. And we disagree on things, but we can have discourse. That's important to have. How do I feel about, I don't like the fact that, we're bombing them because Israel wants it. That's my big problem. Because, whatever Bibi wants, Bibi gets. And I just think it's so sad that we're kowtowing to. I don't know what they have got on us, but obviously he's got something on people. I don't know. But it's Sunday Mass, and this is supposed to be joyful, and I am beyond incredibly joyful because Bubble is alive, and he seems fine, and he just seemed like, hey, I was doing my thing. Maybe he was locked up in his home where he has a great bed and people who love him, and he's super friendly to all of them, and maybe he's just standoffish against the rest of us. So let's start the show like a proper way and say, Dave Fahrenheit 451, congratulations, upvoted. Please upvote if you can. Listen, my politics is one thing. You know what? My politics, until I get dragged down the ugly road, where I stand as a person. I want you to be happy, and I want people to take care of animals in the world. I don't really give a shit who people vote for as long as it doesn't infringe and impinge upon the people beneath their station. Because you know what, people need help, and we are a helpful gang of folks. You know, you've proven that time and time again. You know, we've done some charity stuff, and not big because we're not a big group, but hey, you know what? Every little bit counts when you're building a house. It all works out. And I've just seen so much humanity in this channel, and you've all been so great, and I'm grateful for it. So thanks for giving me the ability to do that. Now, I said I don't want to do memberships on this show because I said it feels like double dipping to me because I have Patreon, and I'm grateful to my Patreons, because when something breaks, I don't touch Patreon at all. So I don't ever go near that. I don't like, oh shit, I need money for a beer. I would never do that. It's money for what goes wrong. It bought my new computer system. It got my new phone. It got the stuff that I use every single day for the show. The only reason why I did memberships is because I don't know if any of you have realized this, but you know, YouTube is now in this weird conundrum where they're kind of shadow banning a bunch of channels. Not just, I'm a small player here. Big guys like the Professor of Rock, Rick Beato, Wings of Pegasus, they've all been going through this thing where their videos are not being delivered to the algorithm at all. They generally don't do this to me because I think we're too nice. And maybe if my every day was a Friday show and it was like rah, rah, politics, rah, rah, you know, or just watches or just this, this is more community based. But let's face it, man. We're a pretty vocal group. We're pretty good. Everybody's pretty consistent here, and they have kept us under a certain amount of members, and that's crap that happened last week was inexcusable. And it turns out it wasn't a system-wide error. It was them uploading some new kind of software to determine the algorithm. Okay, so that meant, I'll be selfish for a second. That means what, I miss out on super chats and all that stuff. But the worst thing that I didn't like about it was that it took away your voice. And as you guys all know, when you do a live stream, most people don't read the comments unless they have money attached to them. I read them all. I read them all because it's your show. I just hosted. I've said that since the beginning. Well, since the second week when I figured out what I was doing here, you know. I read them all because that's my show. And without it, you know, Sheen came on and we had a fun time. We made lemonade. That's great, you know, but my show is driven by how you guys are feeling and what the temperature of the room is. And events happen and we talk about it. Music happens, movies happen, politics happens, cats happen. You know, we know everybody's birthdays. We know everybody's cats' names, as you all know. You know, we have a calendar representing all the animals that we love in the world, which you should all have at this point. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So I got a message from YouTube saying that there was problem with some of the language on Friday. Now, Friday night is the original iBashers. It's me and Oisin, which is the original iBashers, where we talk about the hard subjects and all that stuff. My show, the Daily Show, the regular Dirk show, morphed into this thing because it just naturally happened. There was no plan, no game plan. I didn't know what to do. Carolyn and Machine, they're like, you got to do this. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I found my voice through you guys. And what a great ride that's been. We've shared memories and all that stuff. But yeah, would I like the channel to be a little bit bigger and a little bit, you know, help out with, you know, when I move to, you know, where and all that stuff? Sure. And, you know, I'm going to do the whole video thing that everybody does when they do that kind of a lateral move. But they sent me a message saying that blah, blah, blah. Like it was I used this thing called TubeBuddy, and it gave me this thing. And I realized, and I noticed that the numbers were weird. So it said to me, by putting this show and other shows like it into memberships, and I made sure that there was a super cheap one because they wanted like $15 to put it in memberships. So this is a trial. I'm just trying this out to see how it works, to see if it changes the algorithm in any way, shape, or form, to see if it opens up the doors for like the regular show, the Sunday Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It makes it more accessible to everybody else. People are able to get to it because it's been a problem. Like I've like 2 or 3 other YouTube accounts, and I'll go on there and like I can't find iBashers even though I'm subscribed. So 3 of those subscriptions are mine, which is crazy. But that's the reason why that is the way that it is. It's not that I'm like looking to what is that word that they use over there on the TFC? It's not a grift. I'm not looking to figure out new avenues to gouge people. It's just something that they said would help the channel, and I'm going to see if it does. And if it doesn't, I'm going to remove it. And that's the end of it. So anyway, Andrew Wolkowicz, congratulations, Dave. Peace within ourselves might be the only peace we have. Be at peace and be safe. Upvote and subscribe. Andrew Wolkowicz, as always, the soothsayer. Thank you so much. Amazing person. So, Julian, it would be naive to think that the problem plaguing mankind today can be solved with means and methods which were applied or seemed to work in the past. Diplomacy is it's the future of civilization, diplomacy. Just the whole idea that we're still throwing rocks at people is just so archaic and so stupid. Eve of Destruction, Barry Maguire, or Apocalypse Now, Flight of the Valkyries. Eve of Destruction, tax deduction. Great song. It is hard task to work out what death is, and more distressing yet, to know where life is. I was given a substantial gift today with Bulbul being around. I stare at the camera at the door, waiting for his chubby black ass to come in there and eat his food and pal around with Rose. And I'm just so he hasn't attempted to come up to her place. Maybe the snow over there is far too difficult for him to traverse. I don't know. But hey, man, he's here. You know, the truth may be stretched thin, but it never breaks. True. And it always surfaces above lies as oil floats on water. Amen. Thank you for that, because that is kind of what I'm dealing with here, with the other thing. She's a psychopath liar. Nobody realized that some people expend tremendous energy merely to be normal. Yes. Who was I talking to the other day about that? About everybody's perception of like a sociopath doesn't know they're a sociopath. Just like in my little epistle is the people throwing the bombs they don't realize. Like, do you think Vladimir Putin thinks he's a bad guy for what he did to the Ukraine? Do you think Bibi Milikovsky thinks he's the bad guy? He doesn't. He thinks he's righteous. They think they're righteous for whatever reason that is, which is crazy. Hey, Fitzsimons, bless me, Father, for I've sinned, and I've loved every second of it. Good for you. Hey, you can always apologize. Steve Zaleski, happy Sunday, Dirk and all. I hope you're all having a lovely week, and I am now. Any bubble news? Well, there you have it, Steve. There you have it. Carbon 1 million. Well done, Dave Fahrenheit. Great to have you back on the show, Carbon. Great to see you. Oops, forgot to change my account. Was watching machine. Oh, do you have to change your account? Is that what? Is there a different name here that I didn't recognize? He's doing a live, right? Is he still on that live right now? Who prefers the new Ayatollah over the old one? The new one doesn't impose a fatwa on nuclear weapons, so that's worse. Have they installed the new Ayatollah? I mean, the last hour, I was reading the news this morning. Are they going to? Is there going to Saks Fifth Avenue going to open up a branch? No, I know they're bankrupt right now, but are we going to have? Is that going to be a free and open democratic society? Is that what the plan was, or is the plan just to dissuade them from using any kind of weapons against Israel? Is that really what it's all about? Because they control all of that. But look who got dragged into it. Bahrain got dragged into it. Dubai got damaged. Good. Louise Hardnett, hello, beautiful. Good evening, Dirk and all the bashes. Ladies of the bash, we salute you. Ladies of the bash, we salute you. How are you, beautiful? Kevin Landon is here. The unbelievable and wonderful Mr. Kevin Landon, upvoted number 6 today for Sunday Mass. Thank you, buddy. Best wishes to Dirk and all the Bashers. Glad to be able to see this show without a membership. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's just going to be the Friday show. It'll be live. It won't be for members only. And we'll see. Because I was told that this is going to fix that. And it has been frustrating. You know, we have lurked around the same number. Numbers are down. And the amount of views are up. And it just doesn't seem to make much sense. You know how they say if somebody has 1 million subscribers and they do a live and 12,000 people are watching, doesn't make any mathematical sense. So my numbers look weird. And when I first started this show, when I first took full control of the show, I started worrying about the numbers. And then I was like, screw it, I'm just going to do the show and to my best of my abilities and get to know everybody and all that stuff and not worry about it. And I haven't. But of lately, the December was action-packed, Christmas show, New Year's show, all that stuff. Yet it was down. And then they banned me for the Olympic thing, and the Melania Gate thing, and they took super chats and they don't give the money back, which is bullshit, which is absolute bullshit. That's stealing, in my opinion. That's not fair. Anyway, we'll see. I'm not trying to do, me. I don't want to do that whole thing. I have Patreon and I'm grateful for that. It's just for that. All the other, I will just make the Friday shows when they're done. We'll see how long I do it. But I know everybody's been saying I should do memberships, but I've always been against it because I feel like it's double dipping and I don't want to do that. I don't want somebody to have to, somebody who's already a Patreon to have to pay to watch certain videos. So I don't prefer it. And so I will also be doing some other things we'll see. It's going to be short. It's not going to be a big thing. This is an experiment. That's all it is. Drooby doo. Hey, how about that? How about that, Drooby doo? He's back. You would know more than anybody. And Fergal is here. Good evening, Dirk and all the Bashers. Hey, Fergal. Great to see you. Bring it on. Though I have not sinned so far yet this week. It's not over yet. Well, actually, it's the beginning of the week now. Week starts on Sunday, doesn't it? An early start, upvoted. Thank you, Bronson and the beautiful King of the Forest. And Mart, thank you so much. Space Days. Great to have you live on the show. Look at that. Nice. Great combo. Green and gold. It's beautiful. Jocelyn Bittenbender, happy Sunday to all of the Bashers and Father Dirk. The beautiful, incredibly accomplished Jocelyn. Look, you missed it on the show the other day. Look what I was doing. Ready for this? I'll do it right now. May the Basher universe serve as a respite, even only if briefly, from the current chaos. So, I don't use this very much, but I feel like it right now. Holy crap. This is from Jocelyn, amongst other amazing things. The original M7 by Yves Saint Laurent, which is, in my humble opinion, the greatest scent ever made. It's impossible to get. It's impossible to get that. The original formula in the completely amber glass. I mean, this is the original. This is the 1.1, right? This is the 1.6. The other one's a 3.3. And, I've bought counterfeits and all that stuff, but this was from Jocelyn Bittenbender. And I put it on Friday. And it's so hard to not want to wear this every day, but it's about half full. And I plan to keep it as long as I can because you just can't get it anymore. The beautiful Jocelyn Bittenbender. Thank you so much, beautiful. You're a beautiful, lovely lady. Jocelyn lady. That's me. He's back. Bubble. Yay. Confetti. All those things. I mean, when I saw him out the window, literally I had to hold on to the countertop. I thought I was going to pass out. It was like a feeling I honestly felt all the blood, just like I was having a vasovagal moment. I felt like I was just going to pass out. I couldn't believe there he was because I've been looking 100 times a day in all his spots, traipsing through. I went through so many pairs of socks to trudge through the snow. There's still in the backyard, still 2 feet of snow. And even this morning, I went there, I almost brought a pair of rubber gloves with me to see if I'd found him. I was so unsure what could possibly have happened. And there he is. Nomini Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. And there he is, Tiny Bubbles, Dino. JoJo's here. Happy National Pig Day and St. David's Day. No connection as far as I know. I hope not. Hey, JoJo. Great to have you on the show. And Dino, happy Pig Day. Return of the prodigal kitty. That is for sure. Boy, he had us. I mean, she was okay. She's just like, have you seen the Bobo? I'm like, no. I'm sure he's lazing around somewhere having a great one. Absolutely fabulous news. The best news. Hope it's a turning point for good news. Thank you, Panel Power. Thank you so much. Scotty H. It's so great to have you here. Hello, buddy. Great to have you there. Bubbles. Look at all the bubbles. Tiny Bubbles. He's not so tiny, though. He's like a big, chubby boy. Scotty H, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Happy Sunday, Dirk, the return of the prodigal kitty. Robin's bird, the beautiful ladies on the bash. That's such good news. It is amazing news. Mwah. Thank you so much. The prodigal cat has returned. And Scotty H became a member. Hey, I think you're the only one so far, but thanks. Lord H. Dino, what the hell? Scotty H is Power Basher. He's the Power Basher. Wouldn't you want to know? Getting ready for that. Yeah. This week's going to be a fucked up week. We have a lot of decisions to make this week about a bunch of different stuff and, whatever. But it is. Thank you very much for that, Scotty H, and I appreciate it, and I hope it doesn't turn into a big thing. Drooby Doo, Dirk, those darn outside cats can play Houdini from time to time. A few years back, we were feeding a tuxedo off and on, posted a pic online, and ended up finding his owner missing for 4 months. What do we do about the cats? What do we do about them? It's just insane. Insane. Yeah, I don't know. I suspect Bubble is a bit of a grifter. Apparently he is, and that's okay. He's impersonating straight. Listen, I've thought this for a while, Jojo, because he's tipped. So he's been fixed. I did not do it. I've done a bunch of them. I've not done him. And he just came to us tipped, but he's very robust. He's got he's not so svelte. He's got and he doesn't, when he eats what he wants and then he leaves. So it's crazy. Steve Zalitsky, Bubble. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dean became a YouTube member. Thank you, guys. That's very nice of you. Became a YouTube member. Thank you, boys and girls. Thank you very much. We'll see how this works out. Thank you. Let's power watch. Let's do it. Melly C, the purple one. I'm late and happy Sunday, Mass Father Dirk, and all the bashers. Melly C, he's back. Wow. Wow, screen frozen. Okay. What the heck is a power basher? I don't know. iBashers has member. Yeah, it does, but I explained it. So it's an experiment. I'm not trying to do the YouTube grifter-rooney. There's Jared. Dirk, we're all happy for you, and of course, but you keep freezing yourself. I'm not. Am I freezing myself? Am I? I'm not doing anything. I'm at the mercy of whatever the internet gods dictate. Screen still frozen. Anyone else? Let's see. Is membership different than Patreon? Yes, it is. And yes, audio is good, but is the video still frozen? Let me make sure it's not. Okay. I don't know how long that lasted or didn't last. It is, James. It is. It is. It's. The only reason why I did is because they said the algorithm on Friday because it's controversial. It was a weird message. And yes, audio is good, but the video is frozen. Okay. Yep. Trying to tell him. There's nothing I can do if the video freezes. I have gigabit Ethernet, and I'm not on Wi-Fi, so I am at the mercy of whatever YouTube gods decide to goof up my show. What's it like now? Can you guys tell me? Somebody hit me on the chats right now to tell me how the video is on the bottom at this very moment, because it takes me a while to get around to stuff. Let me get rid of that interference. Unconfirmed reports that Iran has struck Israel's Negev Nuclear Research Center, aka the Dimona Nuclear Facility. Well, serves them right. What's going on with the frozen screen? It's been happening a while. It's not frozen now for now. Okay. Let's just wash the let's jet wash the power wash. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Dirk Diggler, how are you? Hey, Dirk. Hey, fellow Dirk, how are you? Great to have you on the show. It's Elvis. Ray has upvoted. Thanks so much. Upvote. I'm not wearing a watch right now. Do I have a watch handy? Yeah, I'm gonna put on the. I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on today. I'm gonna put on the old Speedy. I'm gonna put on the old one. I'm gonna put on my reduced, which I love, and it's still. This bracelet is close to untoppable, man. It's the most comfortable bracelet in the world. Yes, even more comfortable than an oyster. It is. Can I just say that? It is. And it's beautiful and it's perfect. Listen, I have a 7.25-inch wrist, and this is a 38.7 millimeter watch. And, it looks fine, and if I wear it with my other one, the other one's just a little bit bigger. And of course, the Millie's bigger than that. Good evening, Father Dirk, wishing you and yours only good things. It's the only good things guy who lives here on this show, and it's him. And he does only good things, especially for his parents. The only good things to you, NDM. Great to have you live on the show. The temperature of the room is 40 degrees. That's hot. Hitesh is here, the beautiful Hitesh from BC, one of the most beautiful places on earth. Hey, Hitesh, great to have you live. I was going to give you first place, but I did not get it. You can have spot 20. My ass has made the calendar. I'm such an ass. You got 2 of them. I did. Why shouldn't they be in there? It was not relegated to only dogs or cats. I've got my niece's hamsters in there. Why not? Incredible. God bless Bubble. God bless Bubble and you. And all of you too. Hitesh, congrats. Dave, you should worry about numbers, Dirk. Points make prizes. Yeah. Listen, I've long suspected that YouTube promotes channels because for advertising. And here's another thing that very few of my shows are monetized. Yes, I can get super chats, and that's the only real revenue other than Patreon, but the AdSense, I don't really have that happening. A couple of them are. I started doing shorts to try to make the show grow a little bit. And, I got together with the incomparable Becky Brown, and she's been coaching me on how to get shorts going and all that stuff. And I appreciate all that input. So I'm grateful for it. But they will push the videos that they think are going to make them the most amount of money. It's business. In our little show about being nice to other people and a lot of cats and dogs and stuff like that might not be that appealing to them, but it should be, because everybody loves cats and dogs and little things like that, don't we? Because we all have them and we all love them, banned or filtered is probably the right word, because I don't know, shadow banning, what does that really mean? Thank you, Hitesh. Grateful. You should have done double like I didn't. Dino, espresso to me is always double espresso. Always. What am I going to do with an espresso? Where's it going to go? You know how when Italians go to the bar, they just order a coffee. They say salute and they leave. And they're out. It's crazy. Too much Diet Coke membership. Video's good now. Okay, good. All good now. Thanks, James M. The incomparable Mr. James M. Muted and frozen screen membership. Yeah, I should do that. Listen, I'm at the mercy of that. Unless I had a direct plug in the wall from YouTube, like if Elon Musk bought YouTube, maybe he'd have a plug on the wall that you could plug directly into their mainframe, and that crap wouldn't happen. It's not frozen. It's just Dirk's elite level ventriloquist skill. AI version. Epic. The new Elvis movie is amazing. Is that right? Is there a new Elvis movie? Is it AI? What's the new Elvis movie? Guys, hold on a second. Let me see what that's about. New Elvis movie. Epic. Elvis Presley in Concert, a 2026 documentary film directed by Baz Luhrmann, featuring previously unseen footage of Elvis's 70 Las Vegas. Oh, how cool. So it's real Elvis. Okay. I watched the new McCartney thing last night. It was more of the same, It was more about when he left the Beatles, etc. It made me want to buy a jumpsuit and get a hip replacement. Did he get a hip replacement? Did Elvis get one? He was 42 when he died, right? He was young. Young. He was young. Anyway, let's get to the best part of the show that makes you you. I felt like I was in the front row. A couple of tears were shed. How amazing is that? Wow. That's pretty crazy. That's quite the statement. Anyway, I'm going to make up for Friday too, because we didn't do anything on Friday, and I have a couple from them. The Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime views of words. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Started with Steve Zaleski. There's an imposter in my bed. Oh, spaghetti-o. Do they share beds, or is it all kind of up for grab, Unbelievable. Oh, and the kick out. Oh, Tilly. Oh. That's amazing. Oh, well, you can always get what you want. You can always get. It's Kiki. Sorry, not Tilly. Kiki. Oh, what you want. Wendy. Do we have a great shot of Wendy? Because we just got the back of her head. Amazing. Great shot. Thank you, Steve. Mike Sawtell. Dirk picked up this 2018 116613. Had my watchmaker open it up to ensure authenticity. The workhorse of the Submariner from 1988 to 2000. Listen, you're not going to go wrong with this. Holy macaroni. You ready? Boy. Oof. Listen, the Rolex movements are, they're Rolex movements. But it's really cool that they have those purple wheels in there. But look at that two-tone, huh? Oof. Two-tone sub. It looks good. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Oh, look at it on your wrist, too. Yeah. That is gorgeous, man. Congratulations. That is spectacular. Oh, Carolyn Martin, spectacular. It is. Oh, it's in great shape. Look at that. It's in great shape. That's hard to keep looking good, too. Oh, man. Congratulations. You deserve it. Mike Sawtell, everybody. Fantastic. Wow. That's a hubba burning Rolex. Sure is. Aaron, do you recognize this guy? Hold on. It's a video. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I can't, hold on. Yes, I do. It's the guy who I always change his name. Sometimes he's Howard, sometimes he's Brian. Aaron sent me a video of he says, "Do you recognize this guy?" And I was like, "Uh-oh." He's Howard the Cuck. He's obviously a percussionist. Now, if he's a real person, I have to stop using him forever. I did not know that. And no controversy, Dave, at all. It's just that it was very highly charged. It was a lot of conversation about politics and perceptions of politics and ideologies. And, it's fine. It's just that it's not the usual fare, but it's what iBashers started out as. And Friday night, it will always remain to be that, where there's discourse, where there's conversation, where there is debate, there is that, because people like to tune in, even people who don't like to tune in, because there's a lot of people that only watch that show, and then there's people who refuse to watch that show. And I get it. I totally get it. But that's crazy, Aaron. Thank you for that. And I have to be very careful about that. Jackie's birthday afternoon tea, and her dad and watches. Mr. Brooker. How excellent. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. I love that strap too. I'm drinking the Coke Zero right now. I noticed that Shane ordered one in Italy and had a totally new label. I was like, I kind of want to go to there. Look great. Beautiful, man. Oh, on 2 straps. 2 watches, 2 straps. Wow. And of course, I see a little bit of loom happening there. Did you just come from the outside? It looks illuminated. Oh, that looks good. Oh, I want to go. I want that right now. I made some scones. They're in the freezer. I could probably unfreeze them and make them. And some butter and some jam. Oh, look at this high tea. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't have access to that. Oh, this is what I want more than anything. Cucumber sandwiches. Yum, 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 yum. Do you know I've only ever had high tea in England once? And I had it at, I'm going to get the hotel wrong. My sister and I, it was in like 1986. It was like our first trip together abroad. It was pretty cool. She was already studying in Spain and in Madrid and in Segovia. And we went to high tea. I want to say it's the Hyde Park Hilton, but I might be wrong about that. It was a long time ago. Yeah, high tea that's one of the most delicious things in the whole world. Devonshire tea, yummy. It sounds great. I love a cup of tea like the next fella. Yes, indeed, do. I love it. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Brooker. Hey, why did you put eyelashes behind a paywall? From Aaron. I didn't do it. I hope that explained it to you. How does AI get all those parts and vocals to be so tasty? We're fucked. Oh, yeah, that's what I wrote. Yeah, we were talking about AI. AI is messed up. It's amazing how much crap is going on in AI. Like, just spit out a song and boom, it's on the radio, and you don't have to sing, you don't have to play anything. Bad news. It's bad news. Power, Trump Tower. Oh, yeah, he's looking. He's so, listen, his side are loving what he's doing right now. And, and the other side's not liking him. Oh, he's mad at Pete Hegseth. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh. Look at him. Oh, he's red as hell. What did Pete do to you? What did Pete do now? What did he do? I don't know. Mr. Brooker, Jackie's birthday dinner. Hey, we get a twofer. How great is that? We get a twofer. A lovely Guinness at the Hadley Bowling Green with a lovely Rolex timepiece there. Oh, look at this. The prices look very good there. Cauliflower pakoras. Oh, this is Indian, is it? Oh, no, it just has some. Look at that. Oh, there it is. Royal Spritz. Oh, look at the drinks. You got lemon bramble spritz. Look at that. Then you got roasts down there. Look at that watch looking crazy. Guinness and an Explorer Polar. Beautiful, man. Fantastiche. Hey, what a great. Hey, look at the whole gang. Doesn't that look like a fun time? Look at that. Oh, aren't you a pretty family? Look at that. Double Dutch. Ginger beer. Oh, that whatever that is looks divine. Beautiful. Amazing. Oh, and that's Tilly, of course. Thanks very much for that. And you got to take her to the restaurant? We're not allowed to do that here. Only outside. I don't know why that is. Because we haven't figured it out yet. Waiting for handouts, no doubt. Look at you. Beautiful baby. Thank you, Mr. Brooker. We are grateful for that. I love the day out. Hey, Ibash's pics. Hey, Dirk, just one picture today. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay, Mark. Oh, but it's a good one. It's the king of the forest. Is Bronson doing his Bronson thing? Look at, he's an action hero. Coming down from the high. Look at the spoiled. Look at this crazy cat condo he's got here. That's incredible. Incredible. Unbelievable. Look at him. He's the king. We love him. He's so full of wonder. He's the king and he's regal. He's a regal beast, but he's full of wonder. And isn't that great? Mr. Caught the light just right. JHB. Oh, you did. Listen, man, this is a watch that lots of people own or aspire to own, and you can't beat it. Look at how you caught that is right. That's the exact one that my father-in-law really wants. I said, just get it. Just get it. You want it, go get it. He could, because he loves that watch, and it is beautiful. Look at it. You caught the light perfectly on that. He's got the I told you he's got the golden eye, which is a tiny bit small for him because he's got a 9-inch wrist. Literally, it's 9 inches. I measured it. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Andrew Wolkowicz, Bubble, after losing a cat, that lost cat. Andrew, you're funny. The cat owner, the lost cat, he's at a rave. Yeah, I guess that's what he was doing. I would assume, right? What the hell else was he doing there? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, here we go. Ready, guys? Let me get this ready for you. Ready for you. I need to make this easier to get to.
Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness. Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness. Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness.
That's a great one.
Mork and Mindy madness.
That's a good one. How'd you get that? Should have made it longer.
Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness.
She's so pretty today.
Mork and Mindy madness. Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness.
Look at that.
Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness.
Mork for president. How fantastic. Thank you, Melly C. And Andy M. Thank you so much. What do we got now? Hey, just 2 pictures. Hey, this is cool from Martin and Bronson. Got some extras. We love it. What is this device you have here? Is that a telescope? Wow, look at that. Oh, right. I forgot about that you do that. You take these amazing pictures. Wow. Looky there. Wow, that's a monster. Now, where do you have to? I mean, you need a really. Well, I guess I don't know. That's a pro stuff. That's incredible, man. So it's all set up and ready to go. We're gonna get some shots like you used to give us. That would be great. I didn't, man. No, many padri filis pizza. I didn't touch anything and I muted my mic. I'm telling you, we're being controlled. We have resumed control. Thank you, Melly C. Indeed. Let's do that. Because I don't know what's going to happen now. It's going to be, who knows? Hey, Scotty H. Chitara. Chitara makes an appearance on the Sunday Mass, everybody. It's been a while. Look at this beautiful baby. Calicos are always 99.999% female. And there you have it. The incomparable Chitara. Hello, beautiful lady. We're disturbing her during her bath, which is not the nicest thing to do. Thank you so much, Lord H. Ray. Oh, what do you got? Oh, who's that? Who's that in the road? Who's that in the road? Oh, who's this guy? Look at him. Oh, wow. Look at you. Oh, don't be ham. All right. And then you're down the pub there with your eye bashers jersey on there. Nice one, Ray Ray. Way to go, Raphael. Thank you, buddy, for promoting it outside of the world. In Ireland there. Carolyn Martin, the Breakfast of Champions. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Shevitz. Oof, look at that. Look at that beast. Unbelievable. That, my friends, is a sea dweller. That looks delicious, by the way. Mind a yogurt with some berries. Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. Or blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Blueberries. Blueberry sings better. It's a raspberry. It's not a raspberry. That looks good. Like a parfait. It's a parfait. It's a parfait, says Carolyn Martin. Great life from Carolyn Martin. Oh, yes, there she is. Having her great life. She deserves her great life, right? She certainly got to the greatest place ever. Wasn't she lucky to find a home there? You beautiful baby. Looks just like my sister's cat dog, Gracie. So much like Gracie. It's unbelievable. Beautiful baby. Thank you, Carolyn. Juju wandering around in our Capitol building. Wow. Wee kazowie. Look at this. Is gorgeous. Look, that is amazing. Wow, they don't make that like that no more. Look at that. That looks like, something much older and in Europe. Wow, look how beautiful that is. Woof. Droopy, doo. That is amazing. Wow. Holy smokes, a Rooney. Droopy doo with a root beer shot. Oh, can I just say how much I love that jacket? That is amazing. Look at that. The root beer is nice, but look at that. Oh boy. That is gorge. And the watch isn't too bad either. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look how perfect it is. Look at that. Not a scritchy scratch to be found on that. Do you never wear this thing, or you just super duper careful? There's only so much so careful you can be, Wow. That looks amazing. That jacket though, oh my god, it's dope. Oof. That gets a thumbs up from the watch fashion police, my friend. Droopy doo. Yes. Fergal Omega DeVille, 1968. Yeah, you with this watch. This is one of the most beautiful. You want a dress watch? Wear that. That's the Calatrava killer, in my humble opinion. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Fergal, you take such amazing photographs of watches. They're incredible. I don't know how you do it, but look at the shape and design of this watch. And there's nothing sexier than the original Omega logo. The new one's okay, but that is where it's at. Look at that. As one of the most beautiful watches in the world, in my humble opinion, Fergal. Thank you so much. And what a great way to close out the Gallery of Bashtards with our patron saint, who I know was looking out for Bubble. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Kay. Big hearts to Kay. Look at our beautiful Kay. And there's a bird outside. Does she care? Does she want to eat that bird out there? Look at that, Kay. Look at our beautiful ladybug. We love you, Kay. You have the best life ever in the whole wide world that you deserve from the minute you were born. Thank you, Droopy Doo. Thank you for all of that. Wow. Incredible. Okay. We love you, Kay. That's the Gallery of Bastards, beautiful bastards, you.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime views of words. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
On top of the Friday controversy, Tino. David, good job. I did not get to sleep till 4 a.m. on Basher Friday, Saturday. So much. I know it was 4 hours and 45 minutes. And nobody was wasted. Nobody got drunk. Really. I drank a bottle of wine. That's way out of my wheelhouse, but it was over the course of 4 hours. And I was drinking coffee and Diet Coke, and I had water here because Paul wasn't home. He was out with friends having a whoopity whoop good time, and good for him. It was 4 hours, 45 minutes. I guess listen, you got to let it go with the flow. I always said it's going to be 2 hours now, but we'll see. We'll see how that all works out. Carolyn says, high tea is the best. It is. Devonshire tea. Yummy, yummy, yummy. In 1986, I was 18. 18 years young. How about having the inaugural Bashers get together in Cuba? How about that? I can go. Can you go? I can go. I can definitely go. I want to go. I've always wanted to go there. And I don't want to go there as like a looky-loo douchebag either. I want to go there and you do the right thing. But I do want to stay at the Nacional. And I do want to have that drink as long as there's no coconut in it. But I don't know. I don't know what's in that drink. I'm not a liquor person, so I don't care about like rum drinks, or I guess I'll have Cuban beer, unless they have a great wine there, which probably they don't. AI is going to kill us. Well, it's killing a lot of industries as it is already, Nick B, that Polar, the Polar Explorer. Listen, there was a reason why that was the most popular Rolex for quite a long time. And this freaking cut on my arm. Look at this black and blue mark. I don't know. This is from shoveling or rummaging through backyards trying to find bubble. But man, I am like beat up. Black and blue and a big cut. I have no idea how I did it. I was wearing a coat and stuff, so I don't know. Tilly. They call her Tilly and Bronson. It's a Mindy day. It's always a Mindy day. Whenever she's on the screen, it's a Mindy day. Can you see the flag on the moon? I bet you. Oh, I wonder. I don't know how much, Mark. How far? I mean, like I know that's, and then you use a computer to help shit out too, right? Right. No sound. Yeah, it muted me. I looked at it. And I don't know how long it was muted for, but it's fun to yell at her. Thrilled Bubble is back. Me too. I couldn't be more thrilled ever. Evening all, just back from Jackie's birthday. Oh, that was tonight. Hey, we watched it all. Looks good. That Guinness looked divine. Absolutely divine. What did you order? We saw the menu. We want to know. That was Nate Paul, the pig, and that gentleman is 92 years old. He comes to the pub every Sunday and does a jig. Oh, is that right? That gentleman's 92. God bless him. See Jojo, handsome Joe, who is always decked out. He's always the most best dressed man in the room. You know that. He approves that jacket, right, Jojo? Oh man, that jacket. I want to bring 70s patterns back. The good ones, like the pale blues, the royal blues, the yellows and the greens, not the reds and the pinks and all that stuff. But like as far as jackets with the big lapels, I do have 2 of them that are very cool. But yeah, Dina says, Drewby, great watch. Not sure what you've done with your tablecloth. Thanks. Should wear the watch more for sure. Yeah, I mean, that watch is wow. Okay. Everybody wants more K. If Joe LaFar says it looks good, I'm happy, as you should be. K. Hi, Melly, and thanks. Tilly sends woofs to Eminem Madness. Dino, now you got me thinking which moon swatch would look best with that jacket. Probably Uranus, right? Probably. And that drew double wrist moon buggers. Amazing, guys. Absolutely incredible. What a Sunday mass. So all is right with the world for the time being, other than what's going on in the rest of the world. So I'll just share this for the last time. Thank you for everybody who came around and, wrote me messages about our beautiful bubble face. And there he is. There he is. He's back. And that's my neighbor who's a wonderful person. See that little greenhouse? I put that down there. There's 3 of those. The big blue condo and 2 of those little greenhouses. They're all heated. And this is Bubble back where he normally is to go talk to those 2 kittens that live in that house. But they never met, just only through the window. It's only in the window. I'm absolutely grateful. to all of you for everything. And Bubbles back in Amari Padri, Fili, Spiritu Santi. Thank you for such a wonderful thing. I hope you understand about the memberships thing. I don't plan on it being a real life thing unless people want to do it. And I don't know how to use it or any of that stuff. I was just told to put Fridays in there. And so I'm doing that just to see how it works out. Yes, maybe down the line memberships would be great, but I think if I do offer memberships on this show, they should be worth something. And it's not, I appreciate everybody contributing to the show to help me to survive, to do the show and pay the bills and keep the lights on. I appreciate all of that. But I think that once you ask for things like that, then it needs to come with some kind of responsibility, like some perks, some extra things. So maybe if you want, you could tell me what memberships would mean to you, what you would like from memberships. So if I do have them, you can opt to do it or not do it. But what is it? Because I can put whatever I want in there, and I didn't realize it because they wanted to start like 15, 16, 7. I don't know. I was like, no, wouldn't let me do 99 cents. So I did the cheapest one I could get because they want their cut, obviously, because YouTube takes 30% of anything you make here. So if there's anything in particular you want, like maybe like a private live stream or stuff like that, you let me know. You put it in the comments, or you write me, and you know how to do that, like you do at the Gallery of Bashtards. It's Basherdirk@gmail.com, Basherdirk@gmail.com. And that's where we are, my dearest friends. Thank you all so much for joining me on this Sunday Mass. In nomine Padre, Fili, Spiritu Sancti. Go in peace to love and serve the Bash. And thank you, Jesus, for bringing Bubble back to me, because like my heart couldn't take it. It really couldn't. So cheers. Big hearts to all of you. Thank you for Sunday Mass. I love you all. See you soon.
The choir suite here.